Guys called up Edstrom and Domingue. Was that just extra insurance, and will they go back to Hartford for the playoffs when those begin?
They're recalled for today, so they're here. They got they're with us right now.
Johnny? You talked about peaks and valleys throughout the regular season.
Yeah.
Now that this is, the playoffs, and I imagine you want less peaks, more, or whatever the saying would be, in your words. But how do you manage those expectations from game to game? Just talking about the highs, the lows, and all that stuff.
I think there's always we've got to play some games first, but I think there's always some ups and downs inside of playoffs. Just from experience, the overtime wins, the overtime losses, the tough wins. Your team plays great, your team doesn't play great. I think there's always some ups and downs. I think it's trying to balance it and stay in an even keel throughout the long haul is probably the best bet and the smart way to attack it and go about it.
Obviously, it's been a while since you guys have played a game, since last month, since Monday. What did you find for the benefit of these 3 days of practice? Like, how did you like how they were utilized? What was the benefit of them?
Well, the first 2 days were just to get some rest. It was a pretty good grind, even though it wasn't back-to-back in there. There was a lot of every other day for the entire month, pretty much. And, we played teams that were, at the beginning, we were playing top-ranked teams, and then down the stretch we were playing teams that were playing with everything on the line, and they were competitive games, and I thought that they were really good to get into those games. And so we gave the guys a couple days off just to kind of reset a little bit. Practice for me was just really good. It just got an opportunity to work on some things. There wasn't a lot of practice down the stretch, and so to have that opportunity to go out and work on parts of your system and just move up and down the ice, get some puck touches. You can cover a lot of different parts of your system inside of a 3-day little mini camp that you have, and get yourself ready for today.
Peter, you've probably been asked this over the last couple of days, but what, if anything, does your familiarity with their personnel have on the series?
Yeah, I mean, it made it easier when I went over their lineup and their players, just because of that familiarity that I had for 3 years. But I said this before as well, like that comes backwards as well. They're pretty familiar with how we play and things that we do on the ice, and so I think there's give and take with that. But a lot of the personnel makes it easy to talk about because you have that first-hand knowledge of the players, and then the system that they played. We rely a lot on our games that we played against them and the video that we watched down the stretch, just to kind of pull what they're doing and try to formulate a game plan from there.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.